all this. But God was ready to restore him, to give him back faith, and to believe that he would do and accomplish more for him. Anything you can add there?
Yeah, maybe just to emphasize the issue of the invisible sickness that happens in people. No one would ever think of Elijah having such a case. Elijah, who had had a wonderful experience with God, would not have such depression that makes him run away and even find ways of dying, ask God to kill him. But this brings us to knowledge that even people like pastors, people like counselors, a counselor, you may never think a counselor can get into depression. But a counselor himself can be depressed, because when we are depressed, we go to the counselor. But even the counselor himself can be depressed. Even a pastor himself can be depressed. And those are the people we should look out in the church or in the community, or when a friend tells you that I have something that is making me feel low. You can be in position to help them, because we know that such sickness exists. And then another thing I wanted to comment about this is the better days that lay ahead. As Elijah was thinking of dying and all those things, God was thinking of something way different and better. Actually, God was thinking of not this guy dying, but going in heaven on a chariot. God was not thinking of him dying, but was thinking of him anointing kings. So there are a lot of things that make us utter despair, and we feel like the world is ending. But God's view of things is quite different from what we view. And if we only know that God has a plan beyond what we are facing right now, we would just put our trust in him, and we enjoy his work on earth. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that. One last word I would love to talk about is Elijah's, the way God revealed himself to him. You see, when he goes there, he notices when he reaches Horeb, because that is where God had told him to go. He goes there, he notices an earthquake, but God was not there. A fire, but God was not in the fire. And all these things. Then finally, a still small voice now came and spoke to Elijah, a language that he could now understand. Many times in our Christian journeys, we forget